Hi Aquarius, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your April 2021 tarot reading. Thank you to those of you who liked, viewed, shared, subscribed, and donated to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's a Celtic Coral spread as always, and I also pulled an Oracle card and a Mudra card. But we're actually going to start the reading off by rolling those astrology dice we have in front of us to get an idea of where your focus will be as far as the astrology goes. So we'll see what we get with that. Okay, so we have Pisces. So for you guys, that's your second house. And at the time I'm recording this, we're technically still in Pisces season, but that's that. We have sixth house, which for you guys is Cancer. So nothing really going on there yet. I think, trying to think. Well, I think Mars might move there toward the very end of April, but aside from that, it's quiet. And we have Jupiter. So Jupiter is actually in your sign, so it makes sense that would pop up for you guys. But keep those in mind as we go through the main spread. All right, so in the main situation position, we have the Magician. So to me, this looks like this is just saying that you have all the tools at your disposal and you'll be able to manifest whatever it is that you're looking to do. I think for a while you were having a couple of, bumpier readings the past couple of months, if I remember right. But this is definitely a good thing to see, which is to say that, if there were some kind of blockages you guys were feeling, of course, naturally, you guys did have that Mercury retrograde in your sign. And it's just now really clearing the shadows, so it should be completely clear now. But, so let's just say if that was what was causing some delays for you guys, that's a perfect example of how you could see that energy would be clearing up for you guys. But yeah, it definitely looks like you can make some things happen this month. In the challenger obstacle position, we have the King of Swords. So this is actually the core card for your sign. So really the way I see this is it could just be saying that pretty much you're the only one who could stand in your way, So for a while you might have just been getting used to these blockages, or at least feeling like, okay, this is just the new normal for you, right? But I will say, like I said, given that we see the Magician in the main position, if there was something that you've been holding off on going forward toward, or maybe you already attempted it and it didn't seem to work out too well, it looks like this month would be a good time to try it again. All right, in the foundation position, we have the Eight of Swords in reverse. So this is actually Gemini energy here. And of course, when this is in the upright, we see that stuck energy, right? Someone who doesn't really want to take a step forward, not feeling comfortable, knowing where that would lead. So with this in the reverse, I feel like this is, again, another indicator that this is a good month for you guys to take action around the situation. And like I said, it could just be the dust settling from previous situations you guys were dealing with. All right, in the past position, we have the Six of Pentacles. So this could just be saying that you were experiencing some stability. And this could have been around your home and family life, since this is Taurus energy, which for you guys is your fourth house. But it could just be saying that that was the cycle that you guys were coming from, and now, it looks like you'd be getting the green light to head back toward a balanced situation. In the present position, we have the Judgment card. So, this is another indicator that if there was something that you had previously made an attempt to get off the ground and it didn't seem to work out too well, it looks like the energies this month would support you actually giving it a go again. This would definitely be good for, like, let's say, creative projects, for example, given that we have Mars in Gemini, which is your fifth house of romance, creativity. Obviously, if it could be, around a romantic situation, that's another indicator that that could actually work out well for you guys too. But yeah, it looks like something that might have come around for you guys in the past. Now it's actually coming back in a more productive form. In the near future position, we have the Three of Swords, which is Libra energy, the Five of Pentacles, which is Taurus energy, and the Knight of Pentacles, which is Virgo energy. So this could just be saying that there's some disappointment. Now, I will say for most of you, I feel more like this is more of something coming back up in an emotional sense, meaning that this would be a heartbreak that already took place, but for whatever reason, it seems to resurface for you guys to look at again. At the time I'm recording this, we haven't had that Libra full moon yet, so for some of you that could even point to that timeline, meaning that around that Libra full moon, you might look back at a disappointing situation, maybe feel like you're, out left out in the cold in a certain situation with someone. But if that's the case, possibly making an attempt to actually correct that. And also, we were just talking about the Six of Pentacles in the past positions, showing how you might have felt like things were balanced at one point. Obviously, with the Five of Pentacles, it looks like that might not be the case. Now, I would say that this could also be pointing to if you've experienced some financial setbacks too. This Knight of Pentacles is another indicator that, okay, yeah, maybe you were a little bit further ahead, maybe you experienced some setbacks there, right? And you're still feeling that, feeling some disappointment around that. With the Knight of Pentacles, I could just be saying that you might actually see a forward shift in a positive way there. And, it might take a while still, but at the very least, I feel like you'd get some kind of concrete news or evidence that things would be improving for you guys. The reason I say, it could be a little delayed is because the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight, but at least it does still represent movement, So if there was some kind of money that was owed to you from the past, for example, you might get some word around when that would be coming your way. So it might not be during the month of April for that matter, but at least you'll get like a concrete, set in stone type thing. Like, okay, you're going to receive that payment, let's say May 3rd or something random like that, All right, in the position of your influence on the situation, we have the Hangman. So this is actually a Pisces energy here, and usually it represents looking at things from a different perspective, patiently as well. So really trying to see things from a different perspective before moving forward, just taking a break, a mental break. And I would say that this is definitely a good card to see in your position as far as your influence on the situation, because to me it says that whatever this magician energy is around, whatever thing you are trying to get off the ground, this looks like this is something that if there were delays and setbacks, you did actually think it through, try to re-strategize. So I feel like this is definitely not going to be you guys just jumping into something blindly. So that's a pretty good indicator there. In the position of the environment, we have the Nine of Pentacles. So this is actually Virgo energy here. So we also saw that Virgo energy in the near future position as well. So for some of you, this could definitely be around some kind of investments you might have made, for example. So maybe you made the investments in the past. It seemed like things were going well with those investments. Then you might have hit, seemingly a standstill, or like we said, maybe even lost some money in the short term from that. If that's the case, it looks like they will actually, that investment will bounce back for you guys in a more positive way, and you'll be able to enjoy that. Now, if this is around someone, if it's more of a one-to-one romantic type relationship, could just be saying that this is the energy that they're in right now. So, if there was some kind of a breakup, it looks like they seem to be doing well. So if you do come forward toward them, I feel like if there was, like, if you're fearful that there might be some bitterness or something along those lines, looks like this person's just doing fine. So they'd probably be open and receptive to some communication. They might not jump into anything, but the fact that she has that bird on her wrist there makes me think of communication, right? So through the airwaves. So if you reach out to the person, I feel like they would actually be willing to talk. In the hopes or fears position, we have the Star, which is actually the major arcana card for your sign. The Queen of Wands, which is Aries energy, and the Two of Swords, which is Libra energy. So, again, I'm getting the vibe of there was balance at one point, right? Now there's an imbalance, it seems, but there's the potential to actually restore balance. So I feel like that's primarily what this is pointing to, saying that, whatever situation was thrown out of whack, it looked like you were able to learn the lessons that were involved with that, and now you're back on the right path. And this could just be saying that, you have that hope that during Aries season, you're actually going to be able to restore that balance, because to me, the Two of Swords makes me think of balance. And, where we went to the Six of Pentacles to the Five of Pentacles, which is a bit of a positive, negative step back, or whatever, Here we're seeing a 3 of Swords to a 2 of Swords, which is definitely more of a positive step back. So again, I feel like this is, you guys hoping to restore balance in a situation. Could be around multiple things, but like I said, it looked like there was some kind of setback, probably due to the retrograde you guys had, and now that things are moving forward, you have an opportunity to correct things. And in the outcome position, we have the Queen of Swords. So speaking of balance, this is the court card for Libra. And again, like I said, for some of you, this might actually start a little bit earlier in the month, meaning that maybe as early as that full moon we have in Libra, which is technically still going to be at the end of March, basically. That energy might help to set things on the right path as we move into April. And as we move into April, we're actually able to restore the balance that you need to. See if anything else comes to mind with this. And of course, this could represent your energy too, even though it's a Libra card, because you guys are also air. So it could just be saying that you're taking a bit more action, but still staying, in a more feminine, receptive energy at the same time. But yeah, I feel like this definitely represents that whatever imbalances there were, like we mentioned a couple of different scenarios, could have been a relationship, could have been finances. Looks like those things are definitely going to be improving for you guys. And to further solidify that, at the bottom of the deck, we do have the Wheel of Fortune, which is actually represents Jupiter, which is in your sign. And then we also saw Jupiter come up as one of your areas of focus with the dice too. So looks like Jupiter is going to be working its magic for you guys in a positive way this month. All right, and moving on to the Oracle card, we have Message in a Bottle. There's the artwork, and the number is 15. Okay, it says communication, a sign, a Clayton, pointing the way to your highest good. The Oracle's message. Spirit sends you signs when you ask for them, when you believe you will receive them, and when you allow yourself to become fluent in the language of symbols, oracles, and omens. They may come to you as a bird flying by, a logo on a truck, and a song on the radio. Expect confirmation that you're pointed in the right direction. Keep your ears open, for someone will say just the right thing that will give you the answer to your query. Today, your message is this: Spirit hears you, and the reply is favorable. So, pretty positive message there, and that definitely makes me think of the Magician energy, also the Star and Wheel of Fortune, quite frankly. So, definitely these big players as far as the major arcana goes. The relationship message says you can expect someone to favor you with positive news. This could be in the form of a letter, phone call, or email. You are the intended receiver of this message, so stay open to what you learn. Only good will come of it in the end. The signs are all there. So interesting message there, and for some of you that could actually say that maybe it's going to be the other person reaching out to you. And then that's interesting as well, because going back to what we were talking about, the Six of Pentacles, where you might have had a balanced situation with someone, and now, it's like that might have been thrown out of whack. It's interesting to see that we see Six Pentacles on this side, right? So it's like almost like they're thinking of that balance as well. And then with the bird possibly representing the communication there, and we see the Three Pentacles saying, if we think about the Three of Pentacles, that's a collaborative energy working towards building something. So could just be saying that they're hoping to rebuild the connection as well. So hopefully that resonated with you. All right. And the prosperity message says you are on target with your purpose and your passion. You are coming into alignment with your destiny, and Spirit wants you to know that you're on the right track. Expect a call, a new opportunity, or a message from an old friend or business contact that will lead you closer to your dreams and greatest desires. Spirit has been listening to you. So interesting there. As far as I'm talking about, maybe getting a message from an old friend, that makes me think of the Judgment energy there, because again, this represents something coming back around from the past. So that's another way this could be playing out too, the Judgment, which could just be saying that you might receive some communication, maybe some unexpected communication. So, this could be someone from way, way back, not someone that you last spoke to a month ago, but maybe even years back. So hopefully that resonated with you. And lastly, we'll look at your mudra. So the mudra you guys got for this month is the Kapittha mudra. There it is there. And the keyword for it is creativity. Definitely a good energy to see when you have Mars in your 5th house. But there's the info on it if you want to pause it or take a screenshot. But under benefits, it says can be used as a tool for sexual healing, releasing guilt and shame around sexuality, increases sensitivity and receptivity, stimulates healthy libido, opens the connection between the pelvis and heart, expands feelings of devotion and loving kindness. So if that sounds like something you think would be beneficial for you guys, we'll put the name of the Mudra in the description video as always. We'll wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.